The next part of the system we're going to look at is the Central Lessons Learned log. This can be accessed from anywhere in Project Online, but in this example I'll be using the home page. You simply need to select Central Lesson Log from the left-hand navigation pane. The Central Lessons Log itself is, as it sounds, a central store for all lessons learnt by the authority, which cross-cuts all teams using the system. It is therefore a great central learning point. Please note that this list defaults to only showing key lessons. However, to see all lessons in the log, simply select the Key Lessons option on the right-hand side, and then choose All Lessons. You can now see all the lessons that are in the log, and these are grouped by project stage. To reveal the lessons under the stage, simply click the drop-down. To add a new lesson into the log, you simply need to click the New option. This will present you with the SharePoint options for adding your new lesson. Content type defaults to lessons and can be left as this. As with other areas of the system, mandatory fields are indicated by a little red star, title being one of these. Outcome type is simply positive, neutral, or negative. I will leave as neutral. Project stage is where you can identify which stage it links to. These are the corporate stages and may or may not be relevant to your project or program, depending on which structure you operate under. In this example though, I'll choose Identify. Construction stage again may or may not be relevant, depending on whether you are construction. Scenario or description is as it sounds and is free text narrative. What lesson you have learnt is also free text. Lesson category is probably one of the most important options, and this has many options to choose from, and is also one of the main ways that other people will filter the list in the log to help them find a lesson relevant to their specific area they're looking at. In this example, I'll choose Health and Safety. Lesson theme is currently not used, so you can leave this blank. Who this lesson has been raised by is actually linked to Active Directory, so you only need to start typing the surname and then select the option. You can also identify as to whether this is a key lesson or not, which is a subjective assessment. There is more narrative free text here for you to include comments if you wish to do so. And the last option is linking this lesson to a project. This list includes all the projects and program in the system, so you can specifically link it to the relevant one. You can, however, also choose none if you do not wish to link it to a project or program. Once you have finished entering your lesson, simply click Save. You will see that Identify has now changed from 1 to 2. And if we click the drop-down, our lesson 2 is now in there, indicated as a new lesson by the little yellow lines. As mentioned before with filtering, lesson category can be very helpful. At the minute the log is relatively small, but as it grows in size, this will become more and more useful. To filter by any of these headings, simply select the heading and then select Filter By. Here you will see under Lessons, I can actually filter by the headings and the lesson category. If I choose Health and Safety and Apply, I'll be presented with the one lesson I've added into the system. You can also simply reset these filters by going through the same options and selecting Clear All. This concludes how to use the Lessons Learned log.